Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with. The menu on the left lets you adjust your league settings and where to start your franchise. Preseason, choose which team you'll begin your franchise with. The menu on the left lets you adjust your league settings and where to start your franchise. Preseason,
The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. Tonight, the second of our two divisional games on this Saturday. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Greg Olsen, Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. Off we go from Raymond James Stadium. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft. Out of USC, it's Sam Darnold.
You think back to last week and how well they played in the wild card round, being able to get out of there with a win. And now is when the pressure starts ramping up, Mike. You understand you're only 2 wins away from the Super Bowl. So which team is able to balance the excitement of being here, but also not letting the pressure of the moment get the better of them?
Oh, right at the outset, he lost the football. Looked like one of the Seahawks was in there and did keep the ball with Seattle.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
They'll run here with the rookie. He'll get it on 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Not the sharpest of starts on offense here. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Shaheed with the catch, and he'll be stopped short of a first, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. Fourth down. So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. And they're led by the number 1 overall pick back in 2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Byron Murphy in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9. And 3rd down.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 9.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. And it's going to be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Corey Bojorquez to kick it away. Back deep for Seattle, Torrey Horton. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Smith-Njigba has it on that out route. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
Up the middle they go. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Here's 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have the Seahawks first down by a couple of yards. They get 4 on that 3rd and 2.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he'll get about 5. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 4. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Seahawks, first down.
Now give on the ground, and he'll get this to the 43-yard line. David Walker is there to make the play. Here's second and 9. Out of the gun, he's going to run up the gut. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Operating from the gun. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And the Buccaneers come away with the turnover.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Buccaneers offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll start with a short field looking for the first points of this contest, and they'll begin 1st and 10. They run with the argument. It's Bucky Irving. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Throwing is Mayfield. This pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he will go all the way. Cade Otton. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Moving back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Here's McLaughlin now at the score. He'll kick this one away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. Their 2 drives so far, not good. Punt, lost fumble. Trying to make amends here on drive number 3. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He's going to be marked out up around the 33. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down. Now a give up the middle. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw is Darnold. This one into the hands of Smith and Jigba. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Gain of 10 yards.
1st and 10.
The Seahawks, first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Seattle.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. That's Yaya Diaby with the tackle.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 46.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Dorian Williams in to make the play.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Here's Michael Dixon now. He's on for the second time to try to get something inside the 10. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with that 1st and 10. To throw. Now, screen set up for Irving. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. On second down, Baker. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Third down and 16.
To throw is Mayfield. He'll get that complete to Emeka Egbuka. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
Complete to Emeka Egbuka. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. If you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
1 quarter down in this NFC Divisional round matchup. 7-0 is our score. We'll have more from Tampa after this. On to the second. Buccaneers in possession of the football. From the 33, here's second down and 7 as we are ready to get back underway. Second down throw from Mayfield. That is taken in by the veteran Mike Evans. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He'll go again here with Irving. And he finds some space after a gain of 7 on first down. Ball on the 39. Here's second and a couple.
At the 39-yard line.
Right back to Irving.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third.
2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
On back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. It's been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. To throw is Mayfield. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's a run to the 5-yard line.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Big play coming up. Third and goal.
Brings up third and goal.
Now Mayfield. Throw it on the run, but it's off target. Behind his man, and that is incomplete. On fourth down, Chase McLaughlin in for the Bucs. This about as short as you can get. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Bucs will extend to a 10-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Corey Horton now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald there. His guys head back out for their next possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0. They come up with first and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On play action, here's Darnold. And he goes up top, looking for Komet. Second and 10.
It's now second and 10.
Darnold now to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. Incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Komet, the intended receiver. And that'll set up fourth down.
Dixon to punt for the Seahawks.
This is taken at the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Buccaneers offense ready for this next possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And we'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, first and 10. Throwing is Baker. It's over the middle of the tight end, Otten. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
They'll run it. It's over. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. It's third and 4.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up third and 4.
Now Mayfield. That is caught. He couldn't stop it.
A gain of 9 yards. Complete to Prescott. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they've got him going backwards now, Mike, and this is a worrying trend. We've seen it now the last 2 plays. They have to be able to generate some leverage at the point of attack. Count on positive yardage in the run game.
That's caught. It's Evans. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Gibbs, this is Bergen. Strong running there. Inside the 30. On the move with a gain of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Here's Mayfield. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Makes it second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Mayfield. A short one there. He'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
And 1.
From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Buccaneers will open up a 13-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
On the return, here comes Horton. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They find themselves down 13-0 here. They try to get things started offensively. It's first and 10. The drive will start on the ground. Past the 45. Down the sideline. Inside the 25. And he is gone. 77 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks are on the board. It's now 13-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense ready to see what they can do. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on first and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. The pass rush gets home and he goes down. Boye Mafe getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive. On the handoff, it's Irving. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Third and long. On the ground, it's Irvin. And they'll wind up getting about half what they needed, but not nearly enough for a first down. It's fourth down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. This fourth down is looming. To return, it's Shaheed. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. First and 10 now from the 36. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. throw on first down is Darnold. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play. Got it with Smith in Jigba. Set to go now on first and 10.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on first and 10 is Darnold. He'll go right back to Flowers. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
To throw again is Darnold. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
The coverage by Zion McCollum.
Third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. To the left side, he's got Madden. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
First down. First and 10 at the
Here's Darnold again. He'll throw it left and has his running back. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's first and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Darnold to the air once more. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's second down.
Darnold to throw again. That one on target to cut. Now Seattle use the final timeout. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Third and inches.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Rashid Shaheed, touchdown Seahawks.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Myers is good on the extra point. And the Seahawks move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. Halftime coming close. And not much time left as this one is kicked away. And he will not attempt to return. So this will come out now to the 35-yard line. Mayfield to throw it here on first down. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
Incomplete. Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. And third down coming up. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Dixon to kick off for
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and their running back, Bucky Irvin.
In the game.
Bunting on the tackle.
A gain of 5 brings up second and
They send
5
Evans in motion.
at the 33-yard line.
On second down, Baker. There's Evans. He's got it. He's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's third down.
That's a gain of 4.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
And a first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Irvin, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
In motion. Throwing on second down. That is intercepted. Picked up by Nick Imanwari. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. What a time for a pick 6 for the defense. As the other team is trying to get themselves right back in this one, the defense extends the margin with the pick 6.
Yeah, just a critical moment. You find yourself on defense, Mike, trying to hang on to this lead. And not only do you do that, you pick 6 them, and you're able to extend that lead.
Now the point after try from Myers. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks will extend this third quarter lead.
Buccaneers 13.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. Hot holes there. A Bucs head coach as his guys head back out for their next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
They'll run it. It's Irvin. And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
A gain of 6. That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
That's Ibuka in motion. On first down is Mayfield. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. That's caught outside by Hopkins. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down.
Brings up third and 6.
Mayfield to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. A gain of 21 on that pass play. Good for a Buccaneers first down. It's Otten in motion. Mayfield to throw on first and 10. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 on the Seahawks 12-yard line.
Second down throw from Mayfield. To the goal line and in. Cade Otten. Touchdown Tampa. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
That is on. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Buccaneers 21.
don't love these plays, Mike, just throwing it up to the back corner on 2-point tries. But when you have the confidence that your guy can go up and come down with it, and you can execute it at this level, it certainly worked out this time.
A very nice return, but hold everything. There is a marker down. On play action, here's Darnold. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Second and 10.
The coverage by Cedric Gray.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
The Seahawks.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
1st down.
Back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Cedric Gray there to bring him down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, they run the counter. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Seahawks
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage, and I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
Now a handoff, running right. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackles behind the line. It's a loss of 1. 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up some coverage there, and they force 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Seahawks sending out their punt team. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. Oh, he landed it at the right spot, just had the wrong spin. He goes into the end zone, touchback. The ball's coming out to the 20-yard line. That's Ibuka in motion. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
20-yard line.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. The middle of the field, he's got Evans. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. The handoff, it's Irvin. They'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Boye Mafe in on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. Baker to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. 3rd and 7.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down
It's
and
Otten
7.
in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Emeka Egbuka, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away. To return, it's Shaheed. And he'll get something there on the return. Able to take this back to the 20-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Darnold. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Jackson Smith-Njigba, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Shaheed with the catch. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
5-yard pickup on the play.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Darnold's pass.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out. Not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming out.
The Bucs offense getting set to get back to work. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play.
Official foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
First and 10 now from the 36. Give. This is Golden. And he'll get forward for a couple. Big Leonard Williams brings him down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
14 yards.
That's catch number 5 tonight, and good for a 1st down. 1/4 of age for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. Out right, catch made. That's Egbuka. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
That's another
Buccaneers. And looked like he might have had a lead, but the defense closed quickly. He did not get in. 2nd down.
play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Throwing is Baker. That one, taken in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Seahawks 24. Chase Mahomes.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense ready to get back at it. Try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Throwing, Darnold, taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A big one here in the 4th quarter. And even 50 yards.
The Seahawks, 1st down. A gain of 50 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Darnold. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Darnold to the air once more. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense are ready to take over once more. Their lead is just a point. They begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They try to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
He'll go again here with Irvin. To the 45. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And they're not going to run it down. He goes all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Great, that's the way to handle it. Up 1, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the 4th quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
McLaughlin good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers are going to open up the lead to 8.
Seahawks, 27.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Corey Horton now to return it. And he's stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald there. His guys head back out for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27.
He is tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Looks like like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down.
Offense.
Darnold now to throw. The second down throw is incomplete. They need one right now. Third and long.
Jacob Parrish on the coverage.
Darnold taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Todd Bowles there, the Bucs head coach, as his guys head back out for their next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That one is caught by Ibuka. And they bring him down, but not until he gets to the 45-yard line.
13 yards on the play. Complete to Ibuka.
On the ground, it's Irvin. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. You know at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down, or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
The Buccaneers getting their punter out there as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll begin with first and 10. Now Darnold. His pass taken in by Shaheed. Nice game here. He's going to be marked down to the 35-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Second and 6.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
It's a loss of 2.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Ball start. Offense.
That's on the former 9th overall pick, Charles Cross. On third and long, here's Darnold. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. That is brought in. And he'll be marked down to the 15-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 53 yards.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
And he's brought down after a Gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
Up the middle they go. And the rundown inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's a run. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop it for no gain at the full. 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Buccaneers 4-yard line.
Here's Darnold. A look to the end zone and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. And it's going to bring it to 3rd and goal. Darnold to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Back to the end zone. He's got it. Cooper up. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it up.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
On the zone read, he'll keep himself.
The 2-point attempt is no good.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6. Now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Bucs offense make their way out to take over once more. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Pick up at 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, Baker. A pass pulled in by Irvin. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. They'll run with Irvin. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And the defense is going to come up with it. Maybe the break they need here in the 4th quarter.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. This one caught by the back out of the backfield. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning as they line up for 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. That's a short throw caught by Komet. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the Bucs
2nd and 6 coming up. They'll stick to the ground. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll drop the throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd down throw for Mayfield. Now the Bucs will take their 1st timeout, and that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll go. Mayfield. And it's caught. He's got Godwin. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. They go right back to Godwin. He's got it again. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Tristan Wirfs, former 1st-round pick, with the flag. To throw is Mayfield. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 20.
Mayfield to throw. Looking middle here, and he's got McMillan. This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10.
Brings up 3rd.
Baker to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game.
They're like drastically different things waiting for these 2 squads on the sideline as they run off. I mean, we can hear the defensive sideline celebrating all the way up here. I mean, back-to-back drives, they come away with the takeaway. Now, on the offensive sideline, there's no celebration awaiting. It's coaches looking to gather their guys together and say, look, we've got to have ball security. If we don't protect the football, we have no chance.
Only 1 timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. 2nd and 11. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. They're able to do something that's not easy to do. Get a win away from home in the playoffs. For their troubles, got a date next Sunday for the conference championship game. And that'll do it for my partner, Grego. For our entire team, I'm Mike DeRito. This has been a presentation of of the NFL.